guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to show you this little guy is the inspiration behind all of these pregnancy and breastfeeding related videos, and this is Parker. He was born at 10 pounds, almost 10 pounds, so I'm going to hand him off to his dada so I can film this video now. Hey guys, so today I want to talk about the reasons why breastfeeding may be painful for you. We're going to talk about some things such as the latch, how to get rid of thrush naturally, and a natural remedy for yeast infections. And so today we are covering a lot of things of breastfeeding. If you are interested in knowing if you want to breastfeed and the positive things about breastfeeding, be sure to click the video linked up above or in the description box below. And this video is all about the downsides and what may go wrong with breastfeeding. And I, as you saw, just had my son 2 months ago, Parker. And he was my second. My first son I breastfed and I did not have any problems. But this little guy, I've had 2 problems now in the first 2 months. And so I wanted to talk about this and help others because I found it really hard to find good quality information and how to tackle these problems and fix them. So that's what we're talking about today. Be sure to click like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in anything motherhood, pregnancy, delivering babies, breastfeeding, all that good stuff. So thanks for joining, and let's get started. So today we're going to talk about the 3 reasons of why breastfeeding may be painful. Number 1 is you have a bad latch, and I'm sure you've been told that you have to really get the baby to completely put its mouth around the nipple and the areola part of your breast to basically get the milk out the best and not hurt you. And if they are too shallow on your boob, then they're not going to eat effectively, and it's going to start to hurt you and cause blisters and all that kind of stuff. This happened with Parker in the beginning. There are also tongue tie. You might want to ask your pediatrician, make sure they don't have a tongue tie, stuff like that that would prevent them from eating effectively. So this is one reason, and what happened with me is I just kept working on getting him to eat the way he needs to eat, and he ended up getting it and having a better latch in time, and now we're fine. So just keep pushing through that. That's the other big thing, guys. Push through these problems, most importantly, because they are just minor bumps in the road, and you'll be so happy that you continued breastfeeding despite the issues. Number 2 is you're engorged. This is not really necessarily a painful thing to me, but sometimes it can be when your baby has not eaten in a little while and your boobs are just really full, and it kind of gives you a prickly feeling and you need to feed them. Basically all you need to do for this is feed them more frequently. I like to feed on demand. That's how I think it works out best, and I have had no problems with engorgement, so that's a good thing.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but if you like what you see so far, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel? It's free and it's fun, and you can join us and you won't miss out on any of my future uploads.
Number 3 is thrush, and this is the biggest, most frustrating breastfeeding issue that I have encountered and that I've heard of other people talk about. So it's really hard to find good information on how to treat this, and it's kind of one of those things that if you don't treat, it just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back, and it's very painful and very frustrating. So if you think that you have a yeast infection on your nipples, it basically attacks your nipples and you pass it back and forth from the baby to you if you don't treat both yourself and your baby. You may see the signs of thrush in your baby's mouth. They may have a white mouth with white spots on their tongue. They may have a diaper rash that has a lot of little red dots. That would be a thrush diaper rash. But your baby may have no signs yet still have the yeast infection that is passing to you. Now, the reason why I think I got the yeast infection in the first place was because I had antibiotics for UTI after I delivered Parker. And they say after you have antibiotics, a lot of times you will get a yeast infection. So this is something to be watching out for and to be prepared of what you can do to fix it if you do get a yeast infection. So basically what happens when you have thrush on your nipples is it burns really bad. It's very itchy, very painful when the baby is feeding, and oftentimes moms will give up breastfeeding because it hurts that bad. I would suggest to not give up because you're only going to hurt your baby doing that, and it's so important to work through this. There is a plan to get rid of it, and I have researched multiple different areas to find out this, to bring this information to you so that you don't have to do all that legwork, because it was really hard finding everything in one place. I only found little pieces, and I put it together and created my own plan that really worked. Got over mine in about 3 days once I started implementing these products and using them every day, and that is what's going to really help you get better. Click like on this video, let me know what you're dealing with. I'd love to help you out and we can support each other with this community, and subscribe to my channel if you're new, because we talk about all things breastfeeding, motherhood, tips and tricks. I have vlogs, lots of good stuff. Check out that video on breastfeeding and why it's so important to encourage you to stick with it through this time. It's linked up above and down below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.